This is the lightest production frame Colnago has ever made. And if I can't build it up under 6.8 kilograms, I'm gonna give it away. Yes, I mean that. No, I don't want to. So I've got one shot in the dark to make this bike UCI illegal. Otherwise, someone else can build it up however they want. Whew, no pressure, little pressure. Kind of a lot of pressure. The UCI is the International Cycling Union. They're essentially a governing body over all cycling races in the world, and they have limits for how light bikes can be. As a devout, non-competitive cyclist, I thought it was only fitting to take this race bike and make it illegal for racing.
Take that, you stupid rules.
So the UCI weight limit for road bikes is 6.8 kilograms or 14.9 pounds. That's pretty light. So to make this build that much more stressful, if I don't meet or hit below this weight, I'm gonna give this frame away to you. But if I do hit my weight goal, I'm gonna give away my Villier Cento 10 Pro. Because I think you deserve a new bike too. And I'm gonna use the drivetrain from it because I think it's gonna be lighter and it's all I have. Because I do not want to give away this Colnago, I'm gonna start weighing the parts as I get them to give me a clearer idea of how this build is going to turn out. All right, fixed weight cost, frame and fork comes in at 1.18 kilograms. We're using Schwalbe Pro 1 TT tires that come in at 268 grams each. We're pairing those with Aerothon
TPU tubes.
Am I pronouncing that right? That come in at 44 grams each. Each gram is like a tiny dagger stabbing me in the heart. These Dura-Ace Stages cranks I'm reusing from the Villier. They're power meter cranks, so there's added weight in them, which in this scenario, I actually don't want. Bar stem combo, courtesy of Colnago, is the CC01 monocoque one piece. This weighs in at 316 grams. Silka's titanium cages that weigh in at 65 grams. Yeah, cages and pedals, I'm putting them on there. Fully rideable. For pedals, I opted for the Dura-Ace road pedals, which edged out the Ultegra road pedals that I had.
That just saved us 11 grams.
So the group set, again, this is just what I had, but I actually think it'll be a benefit because it's only 11 speed. So it actually might be a little lighter. Mark, is that true?
This is group set weight for modern group sets. So the reason why Dustin's actually using 11 speed is because it's the lightest option and we're not giving this Colnago away.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Bikes are essentially wheels and frames and a bunch of headache in the middle. So one of the biggest weight-saving components for this build is the lightweight Obermeyer Evo wheel set. These are a premium, completely carbon fiber road wheel set. They look amazing, they sound awesome, and they weigh in at an astounding 574 grams for the front wheel and 681 grams for the rear. These are essentially my cheat code for this build. Well, I mean, whether it's mine or someone else, it might as well have a little bit of a personal touch. Plus, I couldn't help myself. At this point, this is everything that I have on hand that I can actually weigh. The only thing that's missing is the saddle, which shows up today, and the group set and brakes, which are on this bike. I can't weigh those, because they're... But let's get a quick calculation of where this stands at this point.
238, 522, 574.
Honestly, I'm just getting nervous that I'm gonna go through all this work to build this crazy bike up and then just promptly give it away. I hope this isn't a bad idea. So it looks like at this point, we might actually be in potentially okay shape. All of this adds up to 4.336 kilograms. We have a limit of 6.8. So that means we have a remaining balance of 2.464 kilograms. The other thing I want to find out is how much does that Villier weigh right now with all the things that are on it that are going to go on the other thing? $7.8. Well, that's not good news. It's essentially 1 whole kilogram more than we actually need. All right, next we're gonna go to Cyclepath so they can work their mechanical wizardry and hopefully get this thing sub 68. If you like ridiculous bike builds, quirky personalities, and the chance to win your own bike, feel free to subscribe.
Don't like to put dirty parts on a clean bike.
All right, so now we're gonna weigh the Shimano discs. We'll see how much this thing comes in at. Our Shimano 209.
Oh, no. Those are too heavy. You use these.
Really? You think this is gonna be like...
Much lighter. We're trying to save your bike, Dustin.
Okay, you said Gelfer. 173!
I told you. Lightweight, baby!
I'm surprised these are so light.
Yeah, and they're actually cheaper than the Dura-Ace too. So your dollar per gram savings here is pretty solid. Rotors, tires, tubes, those are all like low-hanging fruit for saving weight without spending a ton of money.
Gelfer center locks. 25. Shimano center lock.
16! Do you think I'm crazy for doing this?
Yeah, of course.
No, you're doing it for the people.
Second hand, 11 speed. Where's the other crank? Oh. What do you press equals?
6, 4, 3, 6.
Dude, this
Ooh, that's close.
There was definitely a couple things I didn't weigh that are
On here already?
somewhere.
Genuinely nervous about this. I don't want to give this bike away. I mean, I will because I want you to have it, but I also would, you know...
Fuck, I forgot to add the weight of the bottom bracket.
6.528.
Whoa!
We have 300 grams to play with.
Alright.
It's a nice touch. For something that you'll never see, that's kind of cool.
What's the sketchiest thing you've ever seen somebody do to save weight?
Ooh, good one. Drill out chain rings, drill out chain stays, drill out handlebars. I did see someone who wanted to add weight to his bike to train harder, and he filled his seat post and seat tube full of lead.
Music to my ears.
Whoa!
36, I'm putting it on the list.
Okay.
This is why the bottom bracket costs so much.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to do this.
And you too could win this bike by just following. How often do people actually weigh every part of their build?
0.1% of the time.
But it does
How
happen.
will CDR? Oh yeah.
Are there any spots on this bike where going too light is dangerous?
Everything on this bike is solid. Yeah, it's light but functional.
Are you still working on the... Woody, honest opinion, how do you think this thing's gonna weigh in?
It's gonna be close.
Oh man, oh man.
It does feel kind of heavy, right?
It feels heavy. It feels surprisingly heavy. Sorry.
You guys are killing me.
To me, I would guess like close to 17. I hope
Oh
not.
my
I hope I'm
God.
wrong.
It's ready to ride. Oh my God, oh shit!
This will do it.
You're right.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we have,
Yes. Yes.
that is amazing.
Close, but you got it.
Okay,
You're gonna be there.
technically, yes, this is overweight, but there's one more piece to this build that didn't come in time to build it up. In fact, it showed up today while this was getting built. So, yes! This better work. I've put too much time, energy, money, and effort into this build to just give it away. No way. Holy crap. This is a Burke Lupina 132, and I think this saddle might save me that bike. This feels fake. In a good way. How does this work? Cyclepath would not be stoked if I told them that we had to rebuild the Villiers. $210. Okay. Moment of truth. Holy crap. Okay, let's mount this, get the final weigh in, and see which bike I'm giving to you. There's kind of a lot riding on this moment. I really... Oh my God. Going against the odds. Everyone was skeptical. I had no idea if it would work, and like, it worked. And to celebrate, I'm gonna give the Villier away to you. All you gotta do to enter is be a channel member, and that's it. There's a button down there that says join. That'll set you up. And on May 15th, 2025, during EBD Live, I will announce the winner. So don't fall for any scams in the comments. The only way to find out if you've won is to see it on EBD Live, which channel members have access to, so you don't even have to watch it live. Okay, if you're like me and are curious about how this rides, what these wheels are like, and if that saddle is actually comfortable, feel free to subscribe, because we will get to the bottom of all of those questions. Yeah. And to bide you over until then, check out this video where I do a road mission with my buddy Josh Ross, and I don't eat any food. It was 100 miles, and well, yeah.